This is a TradingView tool that nobody else has built. I know because I tried to find one. I couldn't. So I ended up building it myself. It's called IOTSIM. I'm Reggie. Let me show you what it does. Okay, so this is the Insight monitor. It's running on every chart I open live. 5,000 candles of data. Every ICT setup the tool detects, so that's order blocks, breakers, fair value gaps, inversions and displacements. They're simulated bar by bar with my rules. And then the result of every one of these setups is tracked in real time on the chart via this box. There's no external backtester, no CSVs, no spreadsheets, no more hours and hours of backtesting. The chart itself is the engine. Okay, so here we have 25 metrics in total. Each one's calculated live across 5,000 candles. I'm just going to run through them very, very quickly. So we've got detected and closed, there's total setups found versus how many resolved. And we've got win rates, pretty obvious. It's wins out of closed trades, broken down by direction, same as everything else. Net average realized, total dollars produced, and the per trade average. Max and average unrealized is the biggest open profit ever held and the average across all your trades. Single max and average drawdown is the worst single trade loss and average drawdown per trade. Quite happy with that one at the minute. TP1 hits the total, so that's how many take profit one levels got hit, and the total P&L realized of those trades. Final TPs hit, not very high, could be higher. Second chance win rate, so that's setups that failed the first attempt but worked on the second, so on a retest. That's quite high, surprising. Right, TP1 max and average, so that's the biggest TP1 hit and the average across all of them. It's not too bad. SL hits, pretty obvious, with your percentage of your closed trades being marked up there. Max average stop loss unrealized. So this is the highest your trade went before your stop loss got tagged. So it's quite an important metric, that one. Missed entries as a percentage, pretty self-explanatory. Prices run off without your trade. Missed P&L, so this is hypothetical missed profits, basically, from your trade running away and hitting your take profit level without you. Open and pending, so live setups still in play or waiting to be hit. Entries to be hit, that is. Total value opens, if you actually have trades open, then the total value of each and the total, which are there. Max average winning bars, pretty self-explanatory there, really, to be honest. It's the longest winning trade and the average win duration in candles. How long it took, it's not too difficult, really. Okay, now we're on to the kill zone win rate. So that's the win rate inside ICT kill zone windows. So that doesn't mean that the trade hit the profit level or lost inside the window. It means the trade setup was detected inside that window. But those are the win rates for your kill zones, which are all toggleable as well. The macro win rate, so that's the same as it's detected setups within the macro windows. So they can open and close outside the window. The important part is they're detected inside this window. Well, the macro windows throughout the day. So that's your win rate for those. Net average risk to reward. So this is total R produced and per trade average. I'm quite happy with mine at the minute. Profit factor. So it's gross profit over gross loss. Above 1 means it's a profitable setup. Top and last win streak. So this is the longest streak ever and the current win streak. So as you can see, we've had quite a nice run there. 64 total, 56 for the longs, 28 for the short previously, but we're currently on a 10 trade win with the shorts, which is nice. Tells me it's probably going to reverse soon. Anyway, top last losing streaks. These are important as well, because if you've got drawdown that's a grand a trade and you have on there 15 losing streak in trades, you're down 15 grand. So that's not good, is it? Anyway, next up, got peak and single max. This is the peak equity reached and the biggest single winner. Now the total column, ignore the zero, it's fine. Biggest single winner, 3 grand, 3 grand. I don't mind that, that's okay. So this is a very vital, this last row, for anyone out there who's doing the funded prop firm challenges. So if you have a peak drawdown on these accounts that you just can't hit at all, then you can put that in to whatever that peak drawdown is. So I'm trading the NASDAQ, which is NQ1. Some of you trade micros, MNQ, but you can adjust this to whatever you'd like. Now it still detects setups when you adjust it, but if you hit the max drawdown that you put in for your account, it'll still detect the setups, but it'll flag them that you've hit your max drawdown for your equity. Okay, so that's the full stats table. So that's all those metrics available whenever I want them. Go ahead in the moment I don't. It's the level of detail that this tool surfaces for every asset, every time frame, all running live, and I can promise you nothing else on TradingView does this. Okay, so now for the input side, we've got a total of 45 settings groups. In there, there's over 200 toggleable options, 5 entry models, 6 stop loss methods, including trigger armed advanced trail, 3 level partial profits with 4 split methods, 2 sizing strategies, kill zones macros, day of week filters, time of day filters, R multiple caps, dollar caps, tick caps, higher time frame scout overlay that filters lower time frame setups by the higher time frame structural alignment if you want them to. Every variable a serious trader could care about, independently configurable for longs and shorts. What this tool isn't. It's not a signal service. There's no buy and sell arrows. There ain't any predictions, no promises. It is what it is, and that's a backtesting engine. It takes your rules, however you choose to customize them, runs them against thousands of candles, and surfaces what they would have actually produced. Configuration you're seeing isn't the demo setup. It's what I use to trade NQ with. The entries, stop losses, targeting, filters, all of it dialed in to match how I actually trade. Of course, in combination with my own top-down TA. Because it's dialed in, I don't sit and stare at charts all day anymore. I don't stare at them at all. I do my TA in the morning. I come on. I adjust all the settings you see up above. And then I turn on detection alerts. And this is pretty straightforward, really. As soon as they're enabled, they go straight to my phone. When one fires, I check whether the setup lines up with my TA from the morning. If it does, I take it. If it doesn't, get on with my day until the next one. I built it because I was sick of arguing with myself about whether any of my setups were going to have any edge. Turned me into a serious emotional trader. And because I've always had a problem with authority, I needed something I couldn't argue with. I can't argue with these stats. They are what they are. And, of course, goes without saying, past performance is not indicative of future results. But seeing the numbers, even the ones that I ignore off here, a hell of a lot better than trading blind. Just remember that founding rate seats are limited. So there's 10 annual, 25 early adopter, 15 quarterly. Once they're gone, they're gone. You've had it. Just tough luck. There's a free quick start guide. There's also a free settings walkthrough and the comprehensive user manual, which took me back in ages to write. So they're all there for free, all available on IOTSIMalgo.com. They're all searchable, all interactive. So if there's any term on here that you don't understand, you can just search it and it'll tell you all about it in the user manuals. There's a 14-day free trial for every account that you choose. So that gives you 2 weeks. 2 weeks free with this thing, and if you don't like it, fuck it. You don't have to use it. Just cancel your sub within the last, couple of days or whatever. I actually send you out an email to remind you on the 12th day to cancel it if you don't like it. I offer that because it's a complicated indicator to learn. I mean, there's a lot of settings in here. I understand that. Seems overwhelming, but trust me, once you've set it up how you want it color-wise and what it draws for you on the chart, the actual trades themselves don't take a lot of tweaking whatsoever. And the metrics, you don't have to pay attention to all of them. Just choose what you want to know about your trades, and it'll show you. It's all set. This is set up to my stuff at the minute anyway, though. 14 days to try it. If you don't like it after that, and you've really given it a good go, fair enough. But I'm hoping people like it anyway. But yeah, so that's me signing out. If you want to actually see what your ICT rules do over 5,000 candles on your chart in real time, no backtesting, no strategy backtesting crap like TradingView has, no bar replay backtesting, which drove me and a lot of people insane, I'm sure. There's nothing out there like this. You can look now, try and find it. I should offer a reward out to anyone that can find it. There might be things that offer parts of what my script does, but they don't offer anywhere near as much in combination on your chart that mine does. Not even close. So yeah, that's me signing out. I'm Reggie. Cheers.